Hi, you guys. I'm going to link this Metaphysia video that started me on this trail. And what I noticed about this video is he had a native chief that he was dealing with. But the gentleman wasn't Hopi. So I don't think that he was ever or felt right linking the Hopi prophecy to what he was studying. So I'm going to briefly go over that now. I'm not saying, trying to link what he was saying with what I'm saying. I'm just simply telling you what I've learned. Okay, so I believe that a big change for all of us started 2012. I believe that it wasn't, of course, the end of the world. It was the beginning of a new one. And I believe that is the first start of the Hopi prophecy. I believe the Hopi prophecy is like the four winds, the four cardinal directions. I believe the Hopi prophecy is 4 parts of 7 years each. Okay, so starting in 2012, the blue Kachina arrives. The earth starts to change and the higher guides start to come aware and start changing and getting ready for this. Okay, so this goes on for 7 years. The next 7 years is when the people start to wake up. These guides are helping people wake up, and the other higher guides, lower level but higher guides, are waking up to help people, to spread the word. Almost like what Dolores Cannon says about the antennas. They're antennas and just spreading that feeling of faith and let's say hope and well-being. Okay, so then what we have, if you look into, I'm going to list another video. If you look into the missing link of man, like we basically overlap with Neanderthal, but there's no in between Neanderthal and us, who are two clearly different species. So what is believed is that there is an upgrade, a metaphysical, an evolutionary, a biological, a terrain on the earth, everything upgrade that happens all at once. And when I say all at once, I mean all at once. Like in the next 17 years. So we've still got 3.5 more years of this awakening man cycle. And things, if there is going to be a rough period, yes, I do think things could get rough during that 3.5 years, but then we really start to move forward in that next 14 years. So from 2024 to 2038, I believe it is, we are going to understand space and time. We are going to make contact and we are going to travel. Everything is going to change. We are going to have a super upgrade in that amount of time. And if you look at the Hopi prophecy, that's what it's saying. You've got to understand that, I don't know how to say this tactfully, but for the last 300, 400 years, these native prophecies have been interpreted with some anger and a little chip on their shoulder, and rightly so. So a lot of them are about, those who live the way are fine, and the white man is being taken care of, gotten rid of, So not to be disrespectful, and I am native, but I see a lot of that in the interpretation. So I'm looking at the prophecy and interpret them in a different way, interpreting them in change, like a big, huge change for the better is coming. And I think those that dig in their heels, that cling on to the old ways, like the Hopi say, are going to have a really rough ride of it. So go with the flow as long as it feels right. And then also what I want you to think of is when we think of the future, what do we think of? I mean, I'm not saying necessarily AI, where robots are running things, but we do think of a future that is more technologically advanced than we are. So that's got to happen. That does have to happen. Maybe in this happening, maybe all of our what we're using now, all of our technology will be destroyed. Or maybe it will just become obsolete because we find a more earthly, harmonious way to do things. So, these cell phones will sit in a pile and wires will be taken down and things like that. So I don't necessarily think that there's a big boom coming. that's going to cause all of our stuff, but it could just be this Tiamat settling down on the earth and connecting like through plasma and lightning, and that could get rid of our grid and start us up, but on a new, better, more holistic way of energy, more like Tesla meets something very, very holy. And that's what I see. I see the connection between spirituality and technology, and I know I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for that, but I can only say that it's in a good way. It's in a harmonious way. It's in a we got to stop thinking of everything as humans and human concepts. If we are planning on getting higher, of what they say ascending, then we really have to start thinking about more, let's say alien or otherworldly or higher worldly type concepts, and be open to them. So if you're starting to interface with your phone, don't be scared. AI isn't after you to kill you, I don't think. I think you're just starting to learn how to interface with your phone. It's not a bad thing. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Keep in touch. I got some good footage to give you. I'll put it out tomorrow morning. Talk to you later.